Overview of grants management. So in this particular lesson, I'm going to quickly show you the major features of Oracle Grants Management, and in fact I'm going to also jump to Oracle applications and take you through a couple of forms pertaining to the points that have been described over here as far as I can. And just for your knowledge, I've already run an end-to-end process flow in grants management, so we've got the data pertaining to our business scenario, and later on the same thing I'm going to demonstrate you step by step as we go along in the course. So the first point over here is Oracle Grants Accounting provides your organization with the ability to completely track grants and funded projects from inception to final reporting. So what does it mean? Basically, it includes that grants accounting lets you create an award budget, then use that award to fund a project, and then create expenditures against that particular project. And once expenditure are getting incurred, it lets you track those expenditure in Oracle Grants Accounting against that particular award. And as the expenditure moves from one subledger to another, it lets you track that one as well. For example, if a requisition is created in iProcurement, it will be shown as a commitment in award status inquiry form, and if it moves from requisition to purchasing, that's what it will show as a purchase order. Once it has been received and invoiced and accounted, then it's going to show it as an expense. So all that you can view via award status inquiry form. At the same time, there are a number of reports that you can run in the background to see how it goes. So the first step over here is I'm going to quickly show you the award status inquiry form, and we'll have a quick look at that because there are other points which hopefully I'm going to take you through the other forms in Oracle Grants Management. So let's jump to Oracle Applications Grant Management. So in order to see the award status, you simply go to Grants Accounting Responsibility. So in this particular case, the business scenario is run into Vision Progress SLN organization, and within that responsibility you simply navigate to award status and double click on that. So award status inquiry form will open. This is where you've got to provide a specific award number. So as I said, I've already run the business scenario and I've got the data ready with me. So I'm going to use this particular award. So this number pertains to the federal grant. I'm going to go back and give the number over here, and then you hit the find button, and as you could see, the details of the award are shown over here. Something like what's the award number, award name, what is the budget, what's the actual cost that has incurred so far, any commitment amount. Commitments are things like requisitions or expense reports, or pre-approved expenditure batches, or maybe expenses such as time and so on. So the total cost would be listed. Then you've got the available balance, which is a budget minus the total cost is the available balance. Of course, it also subtract the commitment amounts, and then if at all revenue is recognized and generated, it will be shown over here, and how much it is completed so far, it's going to show you the percentage of completion here. If you would like to drill down further, then you can potentially use these particular forms which comes via hitting these buttons to see the details. For example, if you wish to see the actuals in terms of the expenditures incurred, so you go there and you can also specify the expenditure type over here, but I'm going to simply hit the find button to pull out all the expenditure that have been incurred so far. So you can see, you can drill down by the task number and the burden cost, the bill amount, and the revenue amount, and other associated details associated with these transactions, what kind of a expenditure it is, and under which period it was incurred, and what is the transaction source, where the transaction is coming from, payables, procurement, or other subledgers. Alright, so that's how you go about it. And likewise commitments. So as of now there are no commitments, but if there was commitments like requisitions, expense reports, or timesheets, you can view it over here. So right now it's not showing anything, so don't worry about it. Likewise, if at all any invoices gets generated, then it's going to show you over here. So we'll view all this later on, but the entire idea was to explain the first point that is given over here. So I'll repeat once more. Oracle Grants Accounting provides our organization with the ability to completely track grants and funded project from inception to final reporting. So this is one key inquiry form that I've just shown you. Apart from that, there are a number of background reports I'm going to show you as we go along in the course. Then you've got the second point. Oracle Grants Accounting provides a fully integrated system that supports multi-funded projects and the required compliance terms and conditions by award. So this is a small sentence, but there are a lot of things which are in it. So it states that it supports multi-funded projects and the required compliance terms and conditions by award. So if you go into award definition, that's where you can also attach the compliance terms and conditions of the award, and then if the award is assigned to multiple projects, that can be viewed in award form as well. So I'm going to quickly go back to Oracle applications and show you this particular feature. So I'm going to take you to the award definition form. So let's take the same award. So go to awards, and that's the award definition form, and here you query by the same award number, hit the find button, and then you see this is just the summary. If you open this, you'll see the details. So here you can define the award, and here you see terms and conditions over here. You can define it over here, plus the compliances, if at all you have any, that can be attached over here, the details of those compliances. Okay, I'm going to visit this as we go along in the course. I'm not going to explain much, but I'm just simply showing you the places in the form. That's where you can define them all. Okay, likewise you have got the billing formats as well. You can define a custom one and attach it over here as well. Okay, and let's go to tools, and that's where you can go and check the award budgets. So you see you can see the history. It will show you the details of the budget that has been defined. Okay, and then you also have another phrase in that sentence in the PowerPoint, that one award can fund multiple projects. So you can see that in project funding button. So when you go to installments, so within one installment can be split into multiple projects. So you click on the installment line number 1 and go to project funding via this button, and here you can see the project numbers that have been assigned. So presently it's funding only one project, but if you want to assign more, you can do like this and choose the predefined project number, assign the amount, and then hit the save button. So that is one award to multiple projects. And then later on I'm going to show you the vice versa. So how 2 awards can be granted to one project. Okay, now let's go back to PowerPoint. Oracle Grants Accounting supports validation of allowable costs as well as flexible budgetary controls to ensure fiscal responsibility. So that is true. It's hard to explain the whole thing over here in terms of the grants accounting forms, but as we go along in the course I'm gonna demonstrate you this. In terms of budgetary controls, you can define it at the award level as well. So I'm going to quickly go back to Oracle applications to show you the place at award. So here if I close this particular form, and as you could see in the award definition, you've got one of the tabs as budgetary control, and here you can define the levels of budgetary control at task level, whether it's absolute or it's advisory or none. If it's absolute, then if the budget increases, the system will not allow you to increase, and it's gonna simply stop that particular transaction which are getting billed against the task. Okay, so likewise you can define the other terms in terms of budgetary control over here. Let's go back. Then reporting is comprehensive, support internal and external reports and queries needed to be effectively manage funded projects. So it's hard to explain much about the reporting over here, but as we go along in the course I'm going to show you. In fact, what I can possibly do is take you through a number of reports and show you the output. So that I have previously run. So let's pick up 2-3 reports very quickly that got ran when I was executing the project business process flow. So if I go to view requests and then hit the find button, it's going to pull out all the reports that are running in the background, and let's see. There are lots of reports over here. You see you've got PRC distribute total burden costs. See if you've got an output. And that's where you see it's giving you the details of the employees, the expenditure type, the project number, the task number, to show you the burden cost exception report. So this is just one of the reports. There are so many other reports. So I'm just randomly picking up the reports that got ran while I was running the award execution life cycle. And if you wish to run more, then you've got a number of other requests. So you can take a look from here. You see these are the other reports that can be potentially run. So for example, if at all if you have given say budgetary control not absolute but advisory or none, then you can potentially look at the overdraft status report if you are allowing overdraft using that method. Then costing funds and check on expense report adjustments. There are a lot of reports over here, so in fact it requires a good amount of time to explain you these reports. So a number of reports I'm going to pick up as we go along in the course, and which are most important, and I'm going to take you through them. Alright, so let's go back to the PowerPoint. So reporting is comprehensive, supporting internal and external reports and queries needed to effectively manage funded projects. Then Oracle Grants Accounting is part of Oracle E-Business Suite, an integrated set of applications that are engineered to work together, which is very true. So Grants Accounting is one of the project that leverages setup from other modules such as say procurement, you've got payables. So these are basically the sub ledgers via the transaction gets flowed back to Grants Accounting. It also uses Oracle projects. Most of the definition and architecture and implementation of projects. Then it uses general ledger, sub ledger accounting, fixed assets, receivables, and so on. So these are just the number of modules that's coming to my mind, but there are more. It also uses and leverages the project suite of modules. So that's how integrated it is as far as e-business suite is concerned. So within, for example, within the project status or award status inquiry form, you can not only view the award, the commitments, but also drill down further. Likewise, you can also drill down to the projects that are attached to a particular award and see their details and the expenses incurred or levied onto that particular project or build so far, and any outstanding expense, any revenue recognized, and so on. So here I've just listed a number of major features, but I have not detailed much, like award management, budgeting, financial control, reporting, expenditures, award distributions, indirect cost accounting, billing, and integration with other modules within a business suite such as financials, procurement, human resources, and payroll. Here I have not listed projects, but it also integrates quite tightly with projects. So that's very briefly the overview of grants management. And one thing I still want to show you was the project status inquiry form. We have seen award status inquiry, so the project status inquiry form is right here. You can view the project, and all you have to give is the project number associated with the federal grant. So here I've got the project number. I'm going to give this one. You see here it is giving you the details: project name, the total cost budgeted, the commitment, the actual cost, estimate to completion, and a lot of other details over here. You can drill down further, and if you wish to see the task status, you can go over here, check out the task level in terms of what has been budgeted, what has been the actual cost, any outstanding commitments, and the period to date, amounts, and so on. Okay, in fact you can drill down and go further onto the task to your full work breakdown structure to see where this expense is coming from. Alright, so anyway, that's the overview of Oracle Grants Management. I'm going to show you more as we go along in the code.